Okay. Yeah, thank you. Not appreciated. Right. How is a product owner different to a business analyst? Well, that's a bit of a tricky one because a BA is not actually, a standard role. I've come across BAs who are really systems analysts. They analyze the system. They work out good ways of solving problems. I've met BAs who go out and they capture requirements. They talk to customers and they bring that information back to developers. I've met BAs that do both. I've met BAs that really understand the needs of the customer and how that translates into the needs of the business and combines into what a product could be and really helps developers understand. So, first of all, we can't nail it down simply. Okay, yes, there's a difference between a BA, a business analyst, and a product owner, but it's going to be highly contextual to who the BA is you're working with, what their experience levels are, what their skill sets are, what they think their job is. Most BAs that I come across are people who go out and work with customers, understand the requirements, and translate those into something that is, at least in theory, consumable by the developers. So I'm going to talk about those, but please, if this isn't you and you are a BA or you work with BAs and this doesn't apply, as I've said, there's many. I've worked with a whole spectrum of BAs, from people who absolutely could and do work as product owners to those who are far closer to a developer. Okay, nothing wrong with it. It's just where they are on their journey. It may be what they want to do. They're often very, very good. But we're going to focus on those BAs who go out and they collect requirements from customers. Okay? And they're good people. They do a difficult job. They're out in the field. They're talking to their customers. They're talking to the clients. They're talking to the stakeholders, the sponsors, understanding their needs. Okay? And they're going to collate them and they're going to have in-depth conversations and ask questions and challenge. And they're bright people. They're going to think deeply and they're going to see interconnections. And this is all incredibly valuable. Okay? But what they're often missing is the authority to make decisions. Okay? A business analyst's role is to go where they're pointed, to work out who needs to be talked to, what to say to them, and to extract that information. Okay? But there's invariably somebody else who's thinking about what's the product we're going to build. Traditionally, that's been a project manager or similar to that, or the sponsors and the stakeholders have been engaging BAs to get that work done. In the Scrum world, we have a product owner, right? And we don't want the BA to be a BA anymore. They're a member of the developers. They're going to bring that skill set and work with the other developers to go and have those conversations. So their role is shifting. A product owner, on the other hand, can be doing a lot of that work, and in fact we always have that thing of, can the BA just be the product owner? I think they can, but if all they're focused on is doing BA work but calling themselves a product owner, that's no different to driving a Fiesta and claiming it's a Ferrari. Okay? Nothing wrong with a Fiesta, does the job, but it ain't a Ferrari. Okay? People aren't going to stop and stare as you drive past in the street. And that's what we're kind of getting to here. A product owner is responsible for these things being done, working out what the customer's needs are. What are the problems that need solving? Which ones of those need solving first? So we're already steering away from what a business analyst would typically do. They're thinking more strategically. They're looking bigger picture at, of all the things possible, what makes most sense? What order do we take these things? Okay? They're making decisions often with too little data to make anything with true confidence, but they need to make them to keep the engine turning. Okay? So a product owner is a very strategic role. They are going to own the product. Okay? I know some people have a problem with this idea of the CEO of the product, but actually in truth that's what they need to be. They need to be responsible for the budgetary decisions. They need to be responsible for getting the right return on investment for that product, or realizing they can't and returning the money and the people and everything to the organization to be used for better effect. They're working way, way beyond a typical business analyst. Okay? There is a lot of overlap. There is a lot of overlap at the more tactical level of thinking about what's important, who do we talk to, what are the questions that we need to ask, What are the problems we need to solve? Okay, but we already have BAs. Why would we have a whole different role to do that job? It's the strategic side. It's thinking bigger picture. Is this the right problem to be solving now? Which problem, when there's no good decision to be made, goes first? You know, we need somebody who's not only able to understand the business need, but able to navigate the political environments of organizations. Somebody who has a market focus, has the customer rapport, is able to make difficult decisions in a push with the authority and the autonomy and the trust of the organization to do so. BAs can become product owners, but BAs are not product owners. If you've got to this point in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, a like would be appreciated. If you want to hear more from me, more answers to questions that maybe you've got in the Agile world, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a question that you really want answered, drop it in the comments. I promise we'll get around to it. Thank you.